Local Planning Panel on Thursday the 30th of May 2024 to announce our advice in relation to the community heritage study and peer review of that study. The panel's advice is as follows. 1. The panel supports that the Wingecarribee Community Heritage Study 2021-2023 Independent Peer Review 2024 as attached to these minutes be endorsed for public exhibition for a minimum of 28 days, commencing on or before 1 June 2024 and concluding on 30 June 2024 via the Participate Wingecarribee platform. The panel supports a report on the results of the public exhibition of the Wingecarribee Community Heritage Study Independent Peer Review and a draft planning proposal to implement the final recommendations be considered by the local planning panel at the conclusion of the public exhibition. The panel notes that the published peer review by Robert Stas, attachment 1 to the business paper, did not include commentary in relation to a number of submissions received on proposed heritage items. An additional peer review report by Robert Stas has now been published and is attachment 3 to these minutes. The panel notes that the peer review by Robert Stas of all submissions followed the same process whether the review was dealt with in the main report or the addendum. The panel notes a number of submissions were critical of the process followed in the preparation of the Wingecarribee Community Heritage Study. Robert Stas was satisfied that the process followed was sound, and the panel endorses this. The panel notes the comments of Robert Stas that decisions regarding heritage listing inevitably involve an element of subjectivity, and it is not an empirical process. The peer review aims to provide an expert assessment. Robert Stas inspected all properties from the public domain and where it was not possible to obtain a full viewing from the public domain, familiarised himself by other means including the material in the Community Heritage Study, Google Street View, Near Maps and other readily available sources. 8. Individual panel members carried out physical site inspections from the public domain in respect to some properties proposed for heritage listing. The panel members also considered the material in the study, other materials such as Google Street View and Near Maps. The panel also considered all submissions lodged with Council during the exhibition of the Community Heritage Study and additional information provided by some speakers at the meeting on the 29th of May 2024. 9. The panel notes that as part of the exhibition process following this meeting, affected property owners, including those properties identified as not warranting heritage listing in the Wingecarribee Community Heritage Study but recommended for listing by Robert Stas in the peer review, will have an opportunity to make a written submission. 10. The panel did not consider it appropriate at this stage to alter any of the recommendations in the peer review or peer review addendum. However, the panel may, when it considers the matter on 31 July 2024, make recommendations in that regard. 11. The panel recommends that Robert Stas be engaged to review the submissions received and considered at the local planning panel meeting on the 29th of May 2024, review any further submissions received as a result of the exhibition of the Wingecarribee Community Heritage Study peer review and peer review addendum, and review the final statement of significance to be included in the report to be considered by the local planning panel on the 31st of July 2024. That concludes our advice and concludes our participation in this meeting. I'd like to thank those members of the public who came along to speak, the council staff and my fellow panel members. Thank you.